What's going on, guys? Coach Aaron here, and today I'm talking about pressure. Now, for context, I'm a support player who peaked at GM1 and I'm currently Masters 1. And if you play support and you want to learn how to climb the ranks, then I highly recommend this video. And the reason I'm talking about this subject is just because I think that there's like a lack of understanding about the support role in Overwatch 2. And this guide should give you a general, fundamental understanding of support in Overwatch 2, and it can help you climb the rank ladder. So let's not waste any more time. Let's just jump straight into it. Support comes down to really just one thing. It's putting out as much pressure as you possibly can with minimal risk. And you might be saying, well, what the heck even is pressure? Well, pressure on support, it's going to vary depending on who you're playing, but I've narrowed it down to just three things. You have pressure through healing, you have pressure through damaging, and you have pressure through cooldown usage. First, you can pressure by healing your team. If your team is sustained, they can get more value out of their hero's kit because, well, they're alive. It just kind of makes sense. Now, this is indirect pressure, but it's still very, very important pressure. Secondly, you can get pressure out by damaging the enemy with your weapon. And doing so, it just might force a cooldown, it might help secure a kill, or just stop the enemy from being aggressive onto you. And third, you can get pressure out by landing your cooldowns and just using them effectively. Just like damaging, using your cooldowns can stop enemy aggression, it can force cooldowns, or just help secure a kill. Now you know what the three types of pressure are. Congratulations, you did it. You know how to play support, right? Well, no. So how do you actually apply this to your game? Well, when you're playing support, your job is to make decisions on what type of pressure your team needs in the current situation. Your job is not to just constantly heal your team. It's just to keep them sustained long enough for the team fight. So when your team is at full health, or even just maybe close to full health, you shouldn't be healing. You should be looking for opportunities to damage and land your cooldowns. However, the flip side is true. If your team is low on health, you shouldn't go off and duel the enemy Ana. You should be healing them, top them off, so that they can live a little bit longer. And then, once they're topped off, you can look for opportunities to damage and land your cooldowns. And guys, this is the absolute fundamental of support. It's what kind of pressure does my team need in the current situation, and how can I apply that pressure without dying? Because remember, pressure is the key to support, but you need to apply that pressure with minimal risk to yourself. Because you could put out as much pressure as you want, but it's not going to matter if you die every time. Now, this subject, the subject of pressure, it can go very, very deep, and many conversations can be had about it. Each support, they apply pressure differently. If you think about a Baptiste, he applies pressure a lot differently than a Brig does. But for the sake of the video, I'm not going to go in depth with every character. But if you do want me to go in depth with every character and how that they add pressure, let me know in the comments. Pressure is the key to support, guys. Find out what kind of pressure your team needs and get that pressure out with minimal risk to you. And hey, speaking of minimal risk, if you enjoyed this video, shatter that subscribe button for me. It's minimal risk to you, but it's maximum value for me. And I post new videos every single week. On top of that, I have a wonderful and growing Discord community that you're personally invited to. We have such good conversations about Overwatch and honestly, sometimes just life. We encourage each other to grow and become better players and people. So, link in the description for that. Thanks for watching. Stay climbing, everybody.